So here's item number M65094. It's the Barber King 3-piece Japanese bottle brush live plants. $35.75. 4 easy payments of $8.94 and free shipping and handling on these, which I think is so great. Love that you can get these on free shipping and handling. Now, what are these beautiful bottle brush plants? They're perennial. So gotta love that. Use these in containers. They do really well in containers. You can put them as borders around your garden or your yard, and they are drought tolerant. So gotta love that. Drought tolerant, deer resistant. Yeah, that's really important, especially if you're living here. So let me go ahead and bring in Barbara King, who owns this gorgeous shop. Barbara, I'm coming this summer, I promise. How are
Oh,
you?
good. I am great. And you know what? We are all starting to think about and imagine what our garden could look like. And these Japanese bottle brush plants are something that's very, very unique, something you're not going to see in every garden center. But look at the flower on that. They look like little feathery caterpillars sitting on top of these wispy branches. They look like they're just perched up on top of them. And when the wind blows, it becomes even more magical. This is a plant that is so unique and it gives you that naturalized, like a prairie look in the garden. And I love that you already knew you can even do these in containers as
Mm.
well. And planting them along borders is just beautiful. It's going to give you this look that has such a natural look in your garden, and it's an easy, easy plant to grow. Just want to give it full sun. It'll even take a bit of part shade, and it's going to bloom from like midsummer to early fall. And you're going to have all of those blooms. By the third year, you'll have what you see there on
Ooh,
your set there.
so
Yes.
pretty. These are
Yeah.
gorgeous. Like, could you imagine having these in your yard? Like, how pretty would these be? And I love that you can grow them in containers as well, because now we're not leaving out the people who don't have that big yard. If you have, a patio or a deck and you want to grow these on, as long as you have that full sun, you can do that as
Mhm.
well and get this beautiful pop of color with these bottle brush plants. And I mean, the fact that you're getting 3 of these and after 3 years, this is what they're going to look like, that is pretty amazing. So are you starting to think about what your garden's gonna look like? I hope so. Like I said,
I am.
I'm daydreaming about it for sure. I am in the process of, of buying a home right now. And as I start to tour these homes, I am completely thinking about what the garden will look like, even though there's snow on the ground right now, because
I
I
know.
love a pop of color, something so unique. And the fact that you can have these, especially living out here where we live, they're deer resistant. I think that is so great, Barbara.
Yeah. Yeah, and even if you are a beginner gardener,
Like
this
me,
is
I
a
am a
plant,
beginner
yeah,
gardener.
and sometimes we think something that's unusual or hard to get might be difficult to grow. This is not one of those plants. You are going to do very little maintenance, no maintenance at all. Even at the end of the season, you are going to let it die back naturally. This plant is drought tolerant as well.
Mm-hmm.
The Although they remind me of little bunny tails, the bunnies won't be eating this either. And if you have another minute, I can show you how to plant these
Yeah,
over
we
here
do.
too.
Let's do it.
Well, I also love that feathery look of these, but the roots, these roots are awesome. Now, this is what your plant is going to look like when it comes to you. It's not going to look like this till year 3. You're going to get this home, take it out of the bag. Some plants will have smaller roots. I said, kind of like children, they come in all shapes and sizes, but they're all performers. So you might have a small one like this, you might have a medium size like this. Take them out, spread out your roots, and see the roots, you're going to put a little mound of dirt underneath them. And you're going to bury these to about 1 inch below the soil surface. What I love about bare roots, you're not buying a big nursery container and having to, dig a big giant hole. This is all you're going to do. Now I'm going to put a little mound underneath. almost like little octopus legs there, a mound underneath, and then just fill that in to about an inch above the top there. You're going to tamp it down a bit. You're going to water this in lightly. Just water it in lightly, gives it that start. And then when you start to see the growth emerge, that's when you're going to know the plant's going to need a little more water,
Mm-hmm.
but not a lot. You don't want this soil to be soggy. It needs to be in well-drained soil, and you are going to love what you have created in your garden, even those green lacy leaves accented against that feathery plume there of these little tiny flowers that look like little caterpillars perched on branches. The wind's going to blow, make it more magical, but the vibrance of this color is just something so unique in
Yeah.
shape and color. And this is going to be about 24 to 36 inches high, too. So you're going to get some nice height out of these plants. Great texture, great color.
You know, when you plant these, let's say you have decided, to plant these in your garden or as a border, and
Yeah.
you wait, and then when year 3 comes and you get this, it's gonna be like that really wonderful surprise. It's gonna be like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I mean, they're coming, right? They've been blooming, but to get this full in year 3, you're gonna go, wow, like
It's worth the
that's
wait.
exactly worth the wait. So you start this now, start planning for these fun pops of color, these beautiful plants that you could get in your garden. You want to start to plan for those now. Are you a new homeowner like I'm going to be soon? Are you starting to think about your garden and what you want to plant? This is the way to go. Like, how fun would it be to get some of these home, whether you're putting them in pots or whether you're starting to, plant them and plan your garden out? I think that would be so fun. I am definitely not I love gardening. I'm new to it, and I'm excited to experiment more with it. And so to be able to
Awesome.
get something home and go, you know what? I may not even have that huge space, but I still like a little bit of color. This is the way to go. It's item number
Sure is.
M65094. It's the Barbara King 3-piece Japanese Bottlebrush live plants. They are $35.75 for easy payments of $8.94. And these are coming home plus free shipping and handling. Barbara, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
I don't